Hey guys, today's video is another back to school organization video, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I created a family command center in my home to keep my family organized and in sync together. Welcome back to Ria's World of Ideas. If you are new to my channel, I am Ria, and on my channel I love sharing all the ideas that I find helpful in my life and home, and hopefully you'll find them helpful in your life and home as well. So if you're not a subscriber already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave this video, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're always notified on all the new videos that I put out. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it so that I'm able to bring more videos to you guys in the future that you guys would like. So with all that being said, let's jump into today's video. And like I said, it's another back to school organization video, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my family command center. Now for some of you guys that may not know, you might be thinking, what is a family command center? Well, a family command center is kind of like an area in your home where you create things in it to keep your family organized and in sync together. And some of the things that you'll see in a family command center is a family calendar, you'll see the weekly menu, you will see chore charts, chore cards, and you'll see notes, you'll see mailboxes. There's so many different things that you can put in your family command center. And Pinterest, again, like I always tell you guys, Pinterest has so many great ideas of how to create a family command center, but you are the only one that knows what you need in your family command center. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my family command center and kind of give you guys ideas of why I created it the way that I did, and why I have the things that I have in mind. And hopefully I'll give you guys some ideas to create your own. Maybe you'll create it the exact same way, maybe you'll add to it, maybe you'll take away from it, but I hope you get some ideas from it. So the first thing, the major thing that's in a family command center is, of course, the family calendar. And so with the family calendar, nowadays there's so many different ways that you can track stuff. You can track stuff on your phone. You can have a physical like planner, like back in the day, like an actual like paper and pen planner. You can have a big huge calendar like this. There's so many things that you can do. And with it being a family, sometimes different family members like different ways to track their, to track their dates. My husband likes to use his phone for everything. He puts everything in his phone to track everything. I am the type that I love a planner. You guys know I love my One Month Ago planner. I will link it down below, the reviews on it, and actually how you guys can get a coupon code of $5 off on it. But I like my Mom on the Go planner for my things. And then my daughters, they're kind of like hybrid. They kind of like using their phones, and they kind of like using a paper notepad at a time. So they really haven't found a style yet that they like, because I have one in middle school and high school, so they really don't know the style that they like. But regardless, if you have family members that everybody likes a different type of planning or a calendar thing, you still want to have a family calendar that tracks everybody's date so that everybody knows where everybody's at and everybody knows what's going on. And preferably you want your family command center in an area where it can be seen. A lot of times people put in the kitchen, they put on the side of the refrigerator. Me, I have mine in my entranceway because it's right connected to my kitchen. It's this big area that I have here in my entranceway, so it's perfect to put it here. And we always see it coming in and out, and we always see it when we go to the kitchen. So that's where I have mine. And so you want people to know the dates, like especially my daughter, she's going to be in cheer. My husband can know the dates of her cheer practices. We can know the days that our bills need to be paid. The girls can know the events that's coming up, all those things. So you want a big family calendar to track everybody's events, where everybody's going to be, so that everybody knows in the house what's going on, and it's one big thing that can be seen by everybody. But then everybody can still have their own little planners or their little ways of tracking things individually, but you have a family calendar to keep you guys all in sync. Now the one that I have is, I wanted my calendar to be huge. I wanted it to be big. I wanted it to be seen when you come in and out of this hallway. I wanted you to see it. So I got this calendar at Walmart, and it was the biggest one that I saw there, and this was the one that was actually in stores. If I can find it online, I'll link it down below, but most of the time I've found that these calendars are only in store. And so this one had like a little cork board right here, which was kind of beige, and which I didn't like it, so I painted it so I can go with the color schemes that I want. Now when you buy this calendar, it only comes with like these two little magnets. They're like this little magnet right here, and that's all it comes with. But if you look at mine, you can see that mine has these other magnets right here when it comes to the numbers. I didn't want to have to keep writing my numbers, my dates, the number dates every month, because I wanted the numbers to be different from what I'm actually writing. So what I did was I took these little magnets, these little circle magnets that you can get at Dollar Tree. You get, I believe, about 20 or 30 for $1. And what I did was I created my own numbers on Microsoft Word, the exact same size as this magnet, laminated it, and then hot glued them to this. So now every month for me, all I have to do is basically move the magnets to do the dates. And I will have that as a free printable for you guys down below. So everything that I'm sharing with you guys, I created on Microsoft Word, and I'll have it as a free printable for you guys if you guys want it. And these little numbers exactly will be there as well too if you want it as well. The same thing when it came to the dates. It doesn't come with like a date or anything, so I made the dates myself on Microsoft Word, and I also put like magnets that you get from Dollar Tree behind it. It's just the little strip magnets, and I'm able to switch out the month, the days of the month, the month name. I'm able to switch them out and switch out the numbers easily and not have to write them. Again, I wanted what I was writing on there, the events, to be different from the actual numbers. Now, when it comes to the events, and excuse my handwriting because I have horrible handwriting, what I like about this is it's a dry erase board, so I'm able to use dry erase markers to write out the different things, the different events that we have to put on the calendar. Now, I like to use the one that's the ultra fine dry erase markers because they're very skinny and they're easier to write. Even though this is a big calendar, it's easier to write on. And the other ones, they're so thick that sometimes you can't fit a lot of stuff on it if you use the regular ones. So if you're gonna get a calendar like this and you're gonna write multiple things on it, get the ultra fine expo markers, and I'll link them down below in my, I have a link for you down below, the ones that I use from Walmart. So I like to color code my events. So what I have here is I have the bills in red, I'll have the school stuff in orange, I'll have the events like parties in purple, I'll have the girls extracurricular activities in pink, and then I'll have like appointments, dentist appointments and doctor's appointments in light blue. So everybody knows it's like color coded, so everybody knows what's going on because everything is color coded. And that's how I have my family calendar. Now on either side of my calendar, you guys see that I have 2 picture frames on either side. Now one thing about if you want to create your own dry erase kind of board, you can make your own printables, which again, all these printables are going to be free for you guys. You can make your own printables online on your computer and then put it in a Dollar Tree picture frame, and then you're able to write on the Dollar Tree picture frame and erase it kind of like a dry erase board. So that's what I did here. And so on the right, the top right, I have my weekly meal plan, and I write down what we're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is something you want to have in your family command center because not only is it letting your kids and your husband or your spouse know what's going to be for breakfast, what's going to be for lunch, but what's going to be for dinner. What I like to do is I like to write what the school is serving for lunch on that calendar. So my girls are able to come down here, see what's being served at their lunch, see what's being served for lunch at their school, and then they can decide if they want to pack their lunch. Because sometimes they're not going to want it, they're not going to want everything that's being served in the school, and then sometimes they want their home lunch. So with me writing down what the school is serving on this weekly meal plan, they're able to see it, decide if they want to pack another lunch. Now on the left top side, I just have a place where I just put notes, because sometimes with me working, my husband working, my daughter's going to the extracurricular activities, sometimes we need to write notes to each other because maybe we might miss each other. Yes, you can text each other, but sometimes you might want to write notes about like there's something in the crock pot, or there's an oven, freezer meal that I pulled out, this is what you need to do with it. And you can leave notes on here for whoever you want in your family. So I always think that you should have like a blank space in your command center to write notes. Now on the bottom part down here, I have my girls' chore checklist. So they both have a chore checklist. Ariana's is in purple and Brianna's is in pink. And I have a chore checklist and I have chore cards. And I'll go more into detail about that when I talk to you guys about their chore checklist and chore cards. But basically the chore checklist is after they've completed their chores, their thing that they have done, they come down here, or I've checked it and I'll either put a happy face or a smiley face. If they didn't complete it, I'll put a sad face. And I also monitor if they've done their zones, and it's also a space there for behavior and money tracker. And basically what behavior and money tracker is that depending on how you were that week, you have basically with my kids, they could earn extra money if they want to with doing their chores and their behaviors, and they can also lose money. But again, I will go more into detail about that with the chore charts and chore checklist. But that's why I have all that stuff in there. I have the behavior and the money tracker, and you'll know about that again with the other video. But to go with that, on either side of, like, I have my little Vivint alarm here. On either side of the Vivint alarm, basically I made a little mailbox, and this was just out of a, this was I think a brownie box. It was like an old brownie box that I cut in half, cut it diagonal, and I covered it with just, some contact paper, some marble contact paper to make it look a little bit nice to go with my decor scheme down here. And in here, these are their chore cards. Now, like I said, I'll go more into detail with the other video, but basically a little overview. The chore checklist is when I've gone to see what they've done and seen if they did it right. I check it off and I basically monitor what they did. The chore cards basically tells them in detail what each chore is, because sometimes with kids, when you tell them to do a chore, they don't know how to do it. So I find that if you make a checklist and telling them in detail exactly how you want it done, then they know how to do it, and then it's not constant battle or anything like that, and your expectations are not, you know, not met because they didn't know what you wanted. So you can specify on a chore card how you want things done, and then they can check it off as they go. So the chore cards are right here. And then down here I have mailboxes. These mailboxes I made out of the family size cereal boxes. They're big, so they're the perfect size to make mailboxes like this. They can fit like these little folders in here. And so what I did was I taped the side that normally is open for the cereal, and then I cut it diagonal, the cereal box, so it can make it like us in a little angle. And then I covered it in marble contact paper. And I know somebody has asked me before to video this, to how to wrap this. And let me tell you, it can be tricky. It can be tricky and be hard. But basically, it doesn't look perfect in the inside, and it doesn't need to be, because you have the little like folders in here. So just if you do that, if you cover this in contact paper, it doesn't have to be perfect on the inside. It just needs to be looking nice on the front. So keep that in mind. So in here, everybody has their own little mailbox, but things are different. So this is how I control the paper that comes into my house, and so it doesn't get so much, cluttered. So for the girls, they have their stuff, and I just, labeled it with my label maker. They have a folder for school activities and memory box. So when they bring me stuff from the school, like school events, there's like school events that have like dates on them. I like to keep them here, especially if they're like dates that are months that are coming up, and I'm not putting it on that month. I want to keep it close by, so then the next month that comes up, I can put it on here. So all their school papers with dates and different things, I keep it in here. And then for their activities as well, like if they're in their extracurricular activities and they get papers with dates for practices and games as well, I also keep all those papers here so that I'm always have them to put them on the calendar. And then for the memory box, again, if they're bringing their report cards home, they're bringing different things that I want to save, I put that in here, and to know that I'm going to be able to put in their memory box later. And then usually on Sundays, I'll go through the mailbox and take out all the papers and then organize them where they need to go later on in my office. And that's another video I'll share with you guys, how I organize all their school stuff, how I organize that. That's going to be another video. But for me and my husband, ours is different. We have file, shred, and others. So I have things like when I have the mail come, I have things that I want to file, things that I want to shred, and then other things like that maybe I have events that I'm doing and I need to keep dates, or my husband as well, and we'll keep it there. So ours is different from theirs. And then also I just added, like, to make it nice, you want it to look, you want to make it functional, but you want it to look nice. So I just did the colors like silver and marble, because that's like the color scheme that I'm going for downstairs. I already shared this Family Command Center to you guys, a while back. It was actually my first video, and when I shared it with you guys, it was like bright colors. It was like yellow and blue, but now I've toned it down a little bit, and I like the color scheme. And then I also added the Daniels family on top, so I can add like a little decoration, because you want to make it look nice. You want to make it look like a nice little art piece of your home. So I added Daniels family to it, and that's just that Family Command Center, and that's how we stay organized and stay in sync together. It's something where we put all our stuff at, and that everybody can see it. And like I said, I'll have more videos for you guys later on that are more in detail about the chore checklist and the chore chart, and also how I organize all their school papers and their memory box things that you want to keep, because you get so many things throughout the school year. I'm going to share with you guys a simple $1 Dollar Tree solution that I use to organize and keep all my kids' papers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you have any questions about this Family Command Center, leave me a comment down below. Again, all of the printables that I made on here will be free printables for you guys that will be linked down below. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.